Hi guys and welcome. You're joining me today because I want to have a bit of a chat with you about sergers and overlockers and which thread to go for. I've recently myself bought a machine that's new to me, and I'm going to show you that when I've done talking about the machines. So you can get a 3-thread one, which my old one was, and you've got 1 needle, 2 loopers. So when it's sewing, you've got 1 row of stitching, and then you've got your overlock stitch that comes and neatens around the edge of your seams. That is okay, but it's not as secure as what a 4-thread would be, because a 4-thread, you've got 2 needles, 2 loopers. So you've got 2 rows of stitching, and then you've got your neat edge. And in my eyes, with that, you've got your 2 rows of security. So if one of them did come undone, you've got your second one as a backup. Because when I used to make things up on my old brother that I put out for Scrapman, if I was doing something tight or something that was close to my body, I wouldn't rely on that 1 row of stitching. So I used to go on my flatbed juke and put another row of stitching at the side of that overlock stitch. So I'd got 2 rows. So with a 4-thread, you wouldn't have to do that because you are getting your 2 rows of stitching because you've got 2 needles. A 5-thread, you've got 3 loopers, 2 needles. Now, you've got 1 needle that's coming down, and then you've got your overlocking that's neatening your edges. Then you've got a second needle. So from the first, there's a tiny gap, so it comes this way a bit. And then you've got a second row of stitching, but underneath, it's like a chain stitch. Now, what I don't like about this machine is that with a chain stitch, that chain stitch can easily unravel, because if, like, say, it got caught and you pull that, literally, if you kept doing that, you would undo it, because that's what a chain stitch does. I got a beautiful bedding set from Marks and Spencer's, and after the first wash, that much of it came undone, which I just went on the flatbed and re-stitched it up. But if I'd have got hold of the cotton and pulled it, it would have just all unravelled. So then I'd have been back to my 1 stitch and the overlocking. So for me, the best option that I chose for was the 4-thread, because you have got the best secure seam with your 2 needles. But 2 rows of stitching's got to be better than 1, right? So you want to take a look at my baby? Let's go and have a look at her. So here she is, guys, and she's absolutely a beautiful, beautiful machine. There's not a mark on her. Chloe has really, really looked after her. Now, I'll have a bit of chat to you in a bit about how I come about buying this one. But I've got my 4-thread, so I've got my 4 cottons on. She's super quiet. You just stitch down one of these edges so you can see how, so you can actually hear how quiet she is. Super, super smooth. And then you've got, like I said, you've got your 2 rows of stitching and very neat overlocking on that. So let me just turn that off. And the model I've gone for is the 6800 series, and that's the model number. So I've got my 4 cottons on. This is the manual that it comes with, and you can see how thick that is. It really is a full book, but it is in different languages. So that's my beautiful new to me machine that I bought off a young woman called Chloe, and she didn't really want to get rid of it, but her circumstances had changed, that she wasn't getting the work in that she used to get, and she didn't warrant keeping it because she didn't do a lot of sewing. So that's how I came about it. I literally went on Marketplace because I was thinking of getting a brand new one, which would have been about £1,060 odd with delivery, and I paid £650 for that. So I saved just over £400, and that machine is about 2.5 years. But your industrial machines will last years because they're made to, and I am, what's the word I want to use? I love Juki. basically, I love juking machines. My flatbed's been great, and this is a juking machine overlocker. So I just wanted to let you guys know that that is food for thought, that if you're thinking of getting an overlocker, whether it be a domestic one or an industrial one, again, you get different threads. And like I say, you've got your 3 thread, your 3 to 4, your 4, your 4 to 5. So hopefully, if you've been in the boat that I've just been in, which machine do you want to go with? That's gives you some food for thought. And without a doubt, when I was, because I went through it, which one shall I go for? Shall I go for a 3, a 4, a 5? And then I just made a decision that I want a 4 thread. And then when I saw this one, and it was basically what I wanted, you know, like the exact same one, I just had to go and try it. Thanks for joining me, guys. Take care for now, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.